Wait, what do you mean rock hard and ready?
Huh? I said ready, ready, Freddy. Let's go.
No, you said I'm rock hard and I'm ready.
Nah, bro, I think you're mistaken, my
Wait,
friend.
wait,
I
oh,
said,
you're rock hard because we finally getting a whole bunch of Drake fire music. With Kanye produced. Why'd this nigga leave?
shit. So what we think? Yay, Drake collab album?
Fuck no,
I
that shit don't.
fucking hope
Exist.
Fuck
so. What
no.
do you
Get
mean,
Drake
fuck
out. Get
no?
Drake out of here.
Why
I
would
don't
they
even want.
not capitalize on this? They're the two biggest artists ever.
I don't want that. I don't even want that. I ain't gonna hold you. I
You
don't
don't
even
want a
want that.
Kanye produced album with Drake lyrics? You're tripping.
Nah, I was thinking about that earlier. I was thinking about how like if Kanye and Drake made an album, or if like Kendrick and Cole made an album. Like I just don't want. I just that shit just probably feel like forced and weird.
How would it feel forced?
Have they ever made a song before together, Kanye
They've
and
been
Drake?
beefing forever. Hell no.
Like, can you imagine what that would even sound like, or what they would even be rapping about?
It would be a fire ass beat with Drake's fire ass lyrics.
I
I
don't
would
know,
for
bro.
sure want that. I don't care if it's forced or not. If it's good music, I'll accept it any day.
If it's forced, it's not gonna sound good. I'm trying to tell you, because it's gonna be like a big disappointment. That's why. That's
I mean,
why we haven't
Kanye
collabs.
Kanye wouldn't force anything. Like after listening to that nigga's whole interview, he would not force an album if he didn't want to do that shit.
That's true.
True.
That nigga's a billionaire. He ain't doing nothing for money anymore.
I mean, I feel like we're not gonna get, and even if they do put something out there, we're not getting anything till like 2024, 2025 at the least.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a while. Wait, so how do y'all feel about it? Y'all not really caring about it, honestly?
No, that shit crazy.
I mean, it's dope to see. The thing is, I mean, at least for me, I definitely saw it coming. In a little bit, in a little sense of it, because it's. I mean, it definitely doesn't surprise me, but it's also like it is interesting because I didn't think it happened so fast, like, or so soon. After obviously we just had the Drink Champs interview, like last week, 2 weeks ago, and just obviously they came together for a good cause. But as far as I don't know, I mean that's basically, yeah. Like I am surprised. I am like, kind of it kind of shook me, but I'm not like surprised per se. But even even like I know Kanye posted it on the story, but Drake posted it on his page itself, like as like a post. It was just, I think it was either Drake's arm around Kanye or Kanye's arm around Drake, and they were just there like vibing out or whatever. I was like, yo, this is like homie shit. This isn't like activities you would do with someone like you just had a long ass beef with. Like I don't know, that thing's all weird. But obviously,
I
they're grown
mean,
men, they're adults.
to be
So
fair, that one dude is like heavily gang affiliated. And like that one, what's his name? Jez, you said his name earlier, but I forgot what the fuck his name was. Jay Prince, I think.
Yeah.
He is like that nigga's for real mob ties. And like if y'all saw that interview or whatever the fuck that video was, where Kanye was like saying Drake, we should make up. Kanye was like he was fucking being held hostage by those niggas. So honestly,
hey yo,
they probably hit up Drake and was like, hey, yeah, you're friends with Kanye now, and then hung up. So the thing is, like, no matter how big you get, the streets still literally control everything because those niggas just kill you for no reason. So I'm pretty sure they just called up both of them and said y'all are made up. And they're trying to get I think Jay Prince's dad out of jail. I'm pretty sure. I forgot what the fuck his name was. Larry Hoover. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, Larry Hoover.
Yeah.
Well, so
Is that his dad? I didn't know it was his dad.
It's either his dad or his like close friend's dad.
was that Jay Prince on the album then? Don't want one of the end of the songs on Donda when he was like, "Thank you, Kanye, for taking my thing to the White House." Was that him? Is that Jay Prince? Or is that someone
I
else?
don't even know who the fuck Jay Prince
I don't think
is,
it was
honestly.
Jay Prince. 'Cause, yeah, I don't think so.
I just know Jay Prince is really close with Drake, and I think Larry Hoover's son is really close with Kanye. So like they need them to be friends in order for them to like talk about Larry Hoover getting out of jail. Because even though Larry Hoover's like also mob ties, that nigga apparently like accomplished a lot of stuff for Chicago and stuff like that. So they need him to be out of jail. But either way, I mean they're friends now. Hopefully we get some good ass music out of it. I mean probably not, most likely, but I'd love to hear some Drake and Kanye, honestly.
I don't know. I just don't know what they would even talk about. That's the only thing. Because
Oh,
after
like on the track.
I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
Kanye would not get on the beat with Drake. That nigga cannot rap.
Hey,
Yep.
hold on.
He cannot. I
Let
mean,
me take the last-
he
let me
is
take
the
that. Give it back.
best.
Let me take the
He
back.
is the best beat maker producer we've ever seen in our lives. But that nigga is not cracking top 50 rappers.
yes, he is.
No,
That's crazy. You said that.
Yes, he
he's
is.
not.
In a way.
He's easily
maybe going against like top 75, but that nigga's not cracking top 50.
What?
You know how many good ass rappers we have, and have y'all heard Kanye rap ever?
He's cracking top 25 easy.
Bro,
Top 25
10.
rappers,
Top
bugging.
10.
Easy.
This nigga
Top
raps
10.
over amazing beats, and that just makes it sounds like he can rap.
Nah, he can rap easy.
Nah.
That nigga cannot rap.
You're a what?
His rhyme scheme is simplistic. Have y'all heard his verse on the Andre song? That verse is trash.
Okay, but go listen to St. Pablo.
St. Pablo.
Yes, sir. Do yourself a favor.
Either way, it's not cracking top 50. I mean, the thing is, if you're not giving your best effort to rap with Andre 3 Stacks, like that's somebody you're gonna try your best on. This nigga was leaving blank spots in the verse.
Have to.
I mean, you don't have to, but still, either other songs he's not good. Like there's other songs he's not rapping good on either.
Okay.
Other songs. And if I'm taking your whole discography, it's not hating.
He says a bunch of old he's going crazy on. Like just because on this album he wasn't just rapping his ass off.
I didn't say just Donda. I was just bringing up that song as an example.
I mean, okay, so what is the point then? He's easily cracking top 50 for sure. I'm saying he's cracking top 25 easy.
I'm saying he's cracking top 10.
Y'all are bugging. He is not cracking that high. Do you know how many good rappers that we have? I'm talking all the Coles, all the Kendricks, all of NWA, Public Enemy. Like, there's a lot of niggas that are cracking the top 50, and Kanye's not in there.
But they don't have this. I mean,
like we have. Y'all, I think y'all just like we have a lot of good rappers. It's no slight to Kanye that he's not cracking top 50 because top 50 is untouchable niggas.
Nah, he's cracking for sure. Cracking top
like
50.
If Taco, if he's cracking top 10, who's in your top 10
of rapping?
Yes. I mean, I know that's probably I can't ask that now. No, it's probably something you got to think about. But
yeah, I mean, I can just think of off the top. So maybe I was exaggerating a little bit when I said top 10. So I would say at least like at the very, very like at most, I guess whatever the phrase is, top 20. But I could just name a few. I've just have like technical skill and just like obviously aside from the obvious people like Kendrick. Right now, like at this very moment, I guess this year, obviously all of Griselda. You have Baby Keem. You have
Baby Keem.
Baby Keem in top 10.
Rapping his ass off, bro. No, I'm just saying like I'm not saying top 10 right now. I'm just saying in general, like who are like the top like rappers.
Wait, so do y'all have J. Cole in your top 10?
Hell no.
So you don't have J. Cole in your top 10, but you have Kanye West in your top 10 rappers.
J. Cole's in my top 10.
J. Cole is a way better rapper than Kanye.
I didn't say anything about top 10. That was top 10.
What? I said, is J. Cole in y'all's top 10? And you said no.
I'd probably put him at like 12.
There's a lot way better than J. Cole. What do you mean?
Kanye West is not a better rapper than J. Cole.
I didn't say that, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people. J. Cole's not cracking taps. J. Cole's... Kanye, let's say Kanye's cracking... at least top 30, then J. Cole probably cop like top 25. Like it's not that big of a difference in my opinion.
So who's in your top 10, Jez?
People are easily in top 10 without a doubt. Was like Jay-Z, Black Thought, Andre 3000, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Kendrick. This is not in order. I'm just saying like these are like people.
So just to rebuttal against Taco, like hearing those like 6 names alone. Those high skilled tier rappers, you're still putting Kanye in your top 10 rappers,
like
not
top 10. Top 10 might have been a first instinct exaggeration. So I would definitely say 15, and if not 15, then max 20. And I don't think he's below top 20 for as far as rapping and technical ability goes. He might be at 20. Fuck it. But it's just ignore what I said 10. It's definitely more 15 to 20. Because I'm just thinking of more, technically, technical rappers and just, I guess, skill. But, I mean, you have to put it like this. If we're talking about, like, career-wise, like, not just like, this year, for example. Because of this year, all you have to go off of is, like, Donda and everything like that. But if you think about Kanye's, like, rapping style or just technical ability throughout the, past, 10, 12 years out of his career, he's, without a doubt, he definitely has to be top 15 as far as like rapping ability goes. If you take into account his entire discography, his entire career, Obviously, if he's from like this year, he might be like a little bit lower, like in the 20s, 30s, or whatever. But
I'm not gonna take Discog because there's some people who have short Discogs, but their rapping ability surpasses that. Like people like Andre 3000, he doesn't really have a bunch of solo work like that, but we know that man can rap. We know he's easily top 10 without a doubt. So I feel like Discog can, and the thing is, even if we're looking at Discog, that just proves that he's the best artist of all time, not the best rapper.
Well, I know for sure he's top 10 artist and top anything artist. I'm just saying he's not that good of a rapper.
That's why I might put my thing down to like top 30. I'm looking through my Spotify right now, and there's a lot of people who are just like way better than him.
Yeah, that was the only point I'm trying to make. I'm not taking anything away from Kanye. I'm just saying, like, rapper wise, he's of course a good rapper because he's a billionaire and he's made it this far off just solely rap and beat making. But like, there's a lot of people that can out rap Kanye, like a lot.
This dude for sure taking everything from Kanye.
That's not taking everything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that rap better than him. Like if we were just talking just solely musician or solely artist, then Kanye's eating up everybody except like in close competition maybe Drake. But I mean everything else, I mean I don't think he's that good of a rapper.
Because Joey, Earl, there's too many people.
Like maybe top 50 was a push, but like he's not my top 25. He's probably not my top 30. I'd probably put him at like if anything 39. But honestly, I think since we're on this conversation, let's go ahead and make a top 25. Add Chongo on.
Right now?
No, like for Sunday's episode.
Okay. All
right.
Y'all down?
Bet.
Top 25 is a lot.
It is a lot. It's just a lot. Just to put a lot of things into perspective, because I know there's a lot of amazing rappers. Like, of course, they don't have the same musical skills that Kanye has, but like, I just don't think he's cracking a lot of things. But I'm for sure down to make a top 25 list if y'all are.
I'm looking.
Yeah, that sounds good. I could do that.
You might crap top 25. I don't know.
But I'm gonna have to go listen to a couple of albums. Andre, I don't even think he has a solo album. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I think he's ranked like top 10 solely off just being features on the song, and of course with Big Boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely down to make a top 25 if you guys are. So if you guys want to come back to the next episode, this is a little short. We like coming on here just talking about things like this. We're going to be talking about our top 25. Get a little bit into the Kyle Rittenhouse case because that case is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Give some updates on Travis Scott because I know there's a couple more people passed away. Rest in peace, of course, to those lives that were lost.
Yeah. 9 years old, bro.
Fuck, man.
That shit gets me sick, bro.
Yeah, I mean, just like seeing the more stuff that keeps coming out about it, it's just, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about that and if we should blame Travis Scott, which I'll delve deeper into that, because a lot of people are to blame. In all honesty, I'm probably blaming the people that set up the event more than Travis at this point, I think. Because I know
you don't keep on. What are you saying?
I know Travis is definitely a huge part of the things that took place, but I'm pretty sure I think the number of security guards was 250, which is like one security guard for every like 700 people or some crazy shit. I saw something doing the math of it, but there wasn't that many security guards.
And they were leaving. A lot of them were leaving mid-show. They just gave up and just left.
It's apparently supposed to be like one for every, like I think it's like 10 or 15 people. But yeah, it's ridiculous, bro.
It was like one for every 10,000 people or some crazy shit. Cause there was a security guard on TikTok who was like saying like his experience, and he was like, we got no training. They hired us like a couple days before, and then the day of, people were just leaving. Like as soon as they broke through the gate, cause they said like there was like one person per like maybe like 10-20 gates. So even if like 2 to 3 people rushed one gate, that security guard can't really do anything. And so if one gate goes down, then it's it's a collateral effect. And even if when they stopped them at that one gate, they would just go around to the next one and try again. And there was so many people coming through. It was bound to. That whole thing should have never even started in the first place. That stuff is just so dumb.
Yeah, it's stupid as fuck.
The craziest shit I was just gonna mention like real quick. The craziest shit is I like at my college. I just graduated this year, but at my college, before COVID, I mean, before before the vid, um, there used to be like yearly music. Kind, I would say like music festival is more of like a festival in general, and now they just have music there as like the big part of it. Every year, I think it's like in April. Every year we graduate. The end of the year is like in May. Every year they would have like an April fucking food trucks, like a Ferris wheel, like a petting zoo, and like a concert stage, and like the metal like barricades or whatever, like at the very front next to the stage, in front of the stage, I mean. And I remember like it was like in a field, so there's only like barricades around the stage, so you can just obviously be like in front, standing up. And they had a lot of like this is like for school, so they had like a lot of security. I remember like on the gates, like on the fences or whatever, in the middle of the gates.
Yeah.
There was like at least, I think maybe at least like 20 security guards, like just literally surrounding, like that fence right there in front of the stage. Like I was at the very front of the stage, with my friends, and I remember like the crowd. Like at one point, like the max that it got, I think it was maybe like around 300 people, but they have like they have like the 10, 15 like guards at the very front in front of like the barricades, kind of to push them in case people push onto the barricades. And then they have like security like on the perimeters or whatever, just like around, just like watching the people, making sure like people don't bring alcohol or whatever. Obviously, because like really supposed to have alcohol in that section of the little event my college is doing. But there was so many security, so I was just thinking back to that event. I'm just like, hold on, like if they can get it right, like literally like a college with fucking no budget, like obviously we pay out. It's like a state school, so all the money comes from like the students, and their and like a student activity fee every semester or whatever. But just like that was so like that was like so well protected by security. So how does some? I know obviously it's smaller, but literally they like had their shit together. Literally, it was like overkill at almost at that specific level of in accordance to how many people were attending. So I just don't understand how very very big venues, very very big management teams, for example, Travis Scott's management team, how they couldn't whoever was in charge of hiring security or whatever, they just couldn't do it properly. They just couldn't put the numbers together. Okay, we sold 50,000 tickets. We need X couple hundred or whatever the number may be of security guards, and they just never pulled up. They just never pulled up with not pulled up, but they just never hired the right amount of people, and that's people got injured, people got hurt, people got killed. That did not need to fucking happen, and it still pisses me off every single day that I hear news about it. A little kid just died a few days ago, 9-year-old, and it pains me to my fucking stomach, and it's just ridiculous how my state school got that shit right. Like hired like so many security guards. It was mad annoying for a little ass event. So I can't understand how a festival a big as the gravity that Travis Scott brings can't even get their shit together.
Yeah, that's honestly really whack. But the thing is, like, whenever that much money is in play, because I'm pretty sure, I think I saw some of the tickets were like 300 a piece or some crazy ass shit. Like the tickets were a lot for that 3-day event, because it wasn't only supposed to be that one day. I think it's supposed to be that whole weekend, I'm pretty sure. So 300 per person, 50,000 person turnout. I mean, you can already see how much money that is. And once that much money is in play, like once it starts getting to the higher ups, they're kind of just like, hey, look, this event needs to happen. I don't give a fuck how many security guards don't come out. I don't give a fuck what needs to happen in order for this thing to happen. Because I even heard something about, I think the police had actually talked to Travis Scott's team and been like, hey, look, bro, like we know this area. Please hire more security guards or hire some of us because we know how bad it gets here. And they kind of just ignored them. So, unfortunately,
the police are really big to blame because for example, for the Cardi thing, when it happened to same Houston place, they shut it down. Like when they started acting rowdy, they shut it down. So for this one, which was way worse on a way bigger scale, I don't understand why they didn't just pull the plug, because they're the cops. They can do whatever they want. They could have easily pulled the plug. They should have just done the same thing here. I don't know if maybe like Travis or his team intimidated them or not, or maybe I don't know what happened, but like they went on, they went on the news over here and they were like, yeah, it looked bad from the start. There was no security guards. There's too many people. They were pushing. It looked crazy for me. Like, if y'all knew this, y'all should have just shut it down. Y'all the police. Do your job. Like, y'all did it for Cardi. Like, why don't you just do it for Travis? Like, there's so many, like, that's why I hate that I'm seeing a lot of people, like, slander Travis. Like, yeah, he's the part to blame. But, like, no one's talking about Live Nation, who is, like, the main people behind this stuff. Because they're in charge of, like, the medics. They're in charge of the security guards. No one's blaming the police, who have countless stories of them dropping people on their heads after like picking them up from the ground and putting them on the stretchers. They rushed in and like was pushing the medics off the people that were helping them and was trying like to move them out there themselves, and they were dropping them on their head and giving them concussion and giving them even more brain damage. That's what with that 9-year-old or with other people was coming out. I think it was like a Middle Eastern girl. I think she was pretty young too. It's so sad because her mom was on there like, no, I'm praying to God, and she's smiling at me, and she's still living, and that was like moments before she passed, so she was still having hope, and to see that shit crushed, it's like, bro, what the fuck? Shit, so this. It's just there's been too many people that had to go through for this stuff to happen. So for everyone to just sue and blame Travis Scott, and they're suing people like Drake and stuff, people who came on the stage and didn't even know what probably was even going on because they're just guests there. People are trying to like blame people, even like Roddy Ricch and them, even though Roddy Ricch is like actually trying to contribute and give his money away to them. Like, they're still trying to blame all the artists. Like, y'all blaming the wrong people, and they always do this. Y'all trying to blame the symptoms and never the actual cause. Like, come on, focus on the real disease. It's Live Nation. Those people are they're not the sole cause either, but they're the main cause. Them, the city of Houston, the police, like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's all around nasty ass case. But I really want to get like deep into it because I have a lot of stuff to voice on the whole subject. There's a lot of people that blame for this shit and a lot more information that we have to go over. Along with that 9-year-old, I think there was also another woman that passed away that was 22, I'm pretty sure.
So that might be the woman talking about, with the mom. That might be her.
Yeah, I think since the last podcast we did, there was a 22-year-old that passed away and a 9-year-old that passed away yesterday or the day before. Rest in peace to those people. Of course, there was TikToks of people saying they saw hundreds of bodies like laying on the ground. So more numbers going to keep coming out as this goes on. Hopefully it doesn't get any higher than this. Hopefully everybody that they saw was just injured and is making a healthy recovery as we speak right now. But from what I heard on TikTok and I've seen on Twitter from the people that were there, it's not looking too good. For Travis, for Live Nation, for the security guards. I actually heard that the person, there was a story that I think we talked about of a guy going around with a needle injecting people. I think that was I think somebody came out and said that was just a story that Live Nation was trying to push so that the blame wouldn't fall back on the security guard and Live Nation. Because, of course, if somebody's going around injecting people, then we're going to be like, oh, that's why they were passing out then. It's nobody's fault because there was somebody going around killing people. But, yeah, I think that is a false story that was trying to be pushed by everybody. Unless more information came out.
Bro.
Yeah, exactly. If it is true that somebody was going around doing that, he's a nasty-ass nigga and needs to be put away immediately. But if it is a story that's being pushed by Rock Nation or Live Nation, I think, then they for sure need to be good too. Like, somebody is at fault for this, and I think there's been a lot of beating around the bush the past couple of days because I haven't even seen anything like coming from this other than the people that keep passing away. Like, of course, I've seen a few people like press charges, but I haven't really seen anything come after that, unfortunately.
Yeah, but with that's the story. The only people that even said they got pricked were like the security guards. They told the police like, yeah, I felt a prick on the back of my neck. It was only the security guards. At least I think. I did see one video though of like it was on TikTok, and then some guy like passed out, but it might have just been from dehydration. I don't think it was from a needle. So it might be a fake thing because only people that said it on the news was like the security guards, of course, and they work for Live Nation, so. They probably just got paid off to just lie, which I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, we've seen nastier stuff from big companies like this before, so if they were trying to push a story just to get the blame off of them. Because I mean, the story literally came out immediately, and I think there was one girl that said that she got pricked, but then the security guards didn't do anything about it. Which I don't know how much story that weight holds or how much weight that story holds, but I guess we'll see as more information comes out. Like I said, if there was somebody running around doing all that stuff, then arrest that man. If Live Nation's behind all this, making all this shit up, arrest somebody in that fucking company. I don't care who it is. Because lives are lost, and whenever a life is lost, somebody has to pay the repercussions for it. So we can get deeper into that Sunday. I'm down. You said what?
On Sunday, I also want to talk about the. I think it was like last week. I want to talk about the global conference about like climate change and things like that. Just probably at the end real quick because that's really. I mean, the thing is, like, nothing's probably going to change from it because, it's just how the higher ups of, like, who run the countries just act and stuff like that. But there was a lot of, like, moving things that happened there, a lot of, like, surprising things, a lot of, like, eye-opening things. Like, wow, like, we're really close to the end. Like, people were, like, there was one dude he was a prime minister from one of the islands in the Pacific. And he did his speech from, like, a place where he said, this used to be, like, a whole island. Like, this used to be a whole land. And that was flooded with water, and he was standing in the water giving his speech, and he was like, and he gave like a huge drone shot, and he was like, see, this is the repercussions of us not taking this stuff seriously. And they were saying that all the Pacific Islands, like, given a couple more decades, they're gone. And I was like, bro, that's crazy to think about. All that culture, that language, those generations of people are gone just like that. And it's just, I gotta talk about that on Sunday, but we can just wrap it up.
Yeah, to go even further than that, if the islands end up actually something happening to them, hopefully there's not a big problem with them coming to America, because I know how presidents and governors like to give it up whenever people from other countries try to come here.
They're not trying to help them now. They were talking about because the whole point, that's like the whole gimmick. It was like because the big countries like Europe and like America want the smaller countries because it's unproportionalized, because before, back in the past, it was like all the big countries were like the main users of like coal and natural gas, but nowadays it's mostly like India and like all like the poorer countries compared to them, of course. So now it's like reversed, and now they're like, oh, we want y'all to raise your funds and like do better with conserving your energy. And they're like, well, we don't have no money because first of all, y'all pillaged us. Back in the day, y'all came and pillaged us, took all of our resources, and left us for dead. So now, fast forward to now, we have no finances, we got no resources, and we're facing the brunt of the climate change. While y'all bigger countries that took all the stuff from us have all the resources, have all the money, refuse to help us. Because the guy who said that in the water when he was giving his speech, he literally told them, he was like, y'all might as well just bomb us. Because at this point, it's like I'd rather just die a short and like painless death than to suffer like this and watch my family go dead. And that shit was so like this moving, because this man he was like y'all might as well just do what y'all did to Japan to us, because at this point it's worse. It's like I'm suffering from cancer. I was like, Jesus, bro. Yeah, but they're for sure not helping nobody. I can't see reinforcements come, because if they weren't giving reinforcements to, I don't want to get the country wrong, was it Afghanistan a couple months back when they they weren't giving reinforcements then, and they're refusing them people, I don't think they're going to give reinforcements to them either. And they still don't even believe in climate change. Like we're still haven't even past that point. So, I mean,
yeah, we have a lot of stuff to discuss Sunday. Be on the lookout for next week. We have a special guest. His name is Chongo. He's a very funny dude, so I'm excited for that episode. I will hit him up tonight and said we were going to be doing a top 25 list next week or this Sunday. I can't wait. Gotta see who all's in the top 25. A lot of music I had to listen to for sure, just to kind of like make sure my top 25. All right, so whenever we make the 25, we're gonna do like our respected who we think should be there, or like who we know is in the top 25 type shit. If you get what I'm asking.
I think it could be like our personal opinion. Like it doesn't have to be like, oh, this is it, because I think that's yeah, no, I think if we do our own personal 25, that brings up a lot more like discussion. It opens it up for more discussion, in my opinion. So,
but to me, it's like some people have to be in there. Like you can't like take Eminem or like I haven't listened to like all of Eminem's stuff or all of Jay-Z's or Black Thought's or Andres or etc. Whatever the case might be. But I know those people are in top 25. Like whether I see it or not. I've heard some either features or some verses from them. And just from those alone, you can tell. So, I mean, I feel like it can be a little bit of both. But like some things could like I guess we can voice them like this is a personal opinion before they say it. So it's not we just start bashing on them like why did you put that in your top 25? We're not bashing on them because we cool, but you know what I mean.
All right,
Except Drake. I'm sure bashing Drake.
Nah, Drake for sure in my top 2, and he's not 2.
Hey,
I got a lot of people above Drake. If I'm doing a personal top 25,
yeah.
I'll leave that for next week. But Eminem for sure is close to 1 for me.
Lyrical spiritual.
That's fair.
I listened to a lot of Eminem in high school. I don't listen to him that much anymore.
Yeah.
Like his older music, like of course Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady EP, like those are like solid albums. You know, aside from the, you know, terrible shit he was saying, like on the songs that were actually lyrical and he was focusing on just rapping and not being an asshole. Those are actually very strong songs and pretty nice top tier.
I think it's safe to say we all kind of went through our own Eminem phases. Mine was definitely like the height of it was like when Marshall Mathers LP2 was dropping. I think 2013. I think like I just got into high school or whatever. Bro, that shit wild. Like I was wild for that man. I mean, hey yo, but like yeah, that music, the man, crazy.
Yeah,
you go.
Yeah, I think everybody goes through an Eminem phase at some point or another. But all this will be discussed next week. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. This feels a little short episode. It's a short episode, but we still somehow clocked in at like almost 40 minutes. So yeah, y'all know we love to talk, bro. That's what y'all come here for.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But gonna be hitting the, like I said, Kyle Rittenhouse. More on Kanye top 25 list.
That Spider-Man trailer.
12 it says Spider-Man trailer. Yes, absolutely. I want to watch it a few more times before I get my opinions on it because they sure are making us guess whether Andrew or Toby's gonna be in this with all these like hints. Because Doctor Strange at the end was like, oh shit, more people are coming through, and then it just goes off. But we'll discuss that next week. I gotta watch it a few more times before I like have a solid opinion on it.
I watched it a good 7 times before this.
God damn. Yeah,
4 times on the TV, 3 times on the phone. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I for sure gotta watch it a lot. I love Spider-Man. I just stopped that sentence. But appreciate you guys for listening to this podcast. We will see you on Sunday.
Oh my fucking god.